Students, alumni, and friends of the Curry Student Center. My name is James Husey. I will be your host this evening. I currently am the co-chair of the Homecoming Committee. I also sit on the Council of University Programs as the Showcase Chair, and for several years I was General Manager of WRBB. We come together tonight to celebrate the golden anniversary of the Curry Student Center, where many students and staff have spent ceaseless evenings sitting here trying to create programs, tackle issues, and generally try to make the life of the student body just a little bit better. Tonight we will hear from current students, staff, and distinguished alumni about the history and importance of the Curry Student Center. We'll even have a blast from the past with the opening of our 50th anniversary gallery and the opening of 2 time capsules, one from 1964 and one from 1994. So, to get the evening started, I'd like to introduce the Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Laura Wankel.
Good evening, everybody. How we doing out there? How many alums are out here? Well, a special thank you to all of you for joining us this evening. Something fun's happening. I'm so happy to be among those welcoming you to tonight's celebration. As you know, we're here to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Curry Student Center. There are those who have said to me, now why are you celebrating a building's birthday? Seems odd. Why are we doing that? Well, for me, it isn't odd at all. In fact, it couldn't be clearer, because it really isn't about a building. Rather, it's what the building is all about and what it represents. And at another level, one much more personal, it is through the availability of the program and services of the College Union at my own undergraduate institution that my career in student affairs was launched. Through my encounter with the incredibly rich, diverse, and exciting programs that were available to me so long ago, my professional passion was unleashed. As I reflect on my more than 35 years in this profession, I remain thankful that I'm still able to do the work that I was ignited to do so many years ago in my own undergraduate student union experience. So what does the Curry Student Center and other university unions around the country attempt to be or do? Well, it's really very simple. The union, the commons, the student center, whatever it happens to be called on any particular campus, is all about being a unifying force in the life of the campus it serves. It is not just a building or even just a place. It is the community center and living room. It is where student life happens, where all that is possible in the life of a campus intersects. Through active and passive engagement, it creates the environment within which student life and students flourish. Through its commitment to social, cultural, recreational, and educational programming, its many offerings create the mosaic that enriches and empowers student life, the place where student growth, exploration, leadership, and reflection are nourished. At Northeastern, we embrace the notion of learning happening through experience more than most campuses. The work of the Curry Student Center is focused on providing the environment within which students have a wonderful laboratory to learn things about themselves and others. Through student leadership and engagement, the program is shaped, strengthened, and serves as a reflection of student needs and interests. It is the one place on campus that truly is an expression of student life. Naturally, throughout the years, the expression of student needs and interests have changed. Certainly, a quick view at the rich history of Curry, which we'll have an opportunity to do a little later, and the students who have come before bear witness to the many changes over time. Well, clearly the issues of the day and hairstyles have changed. There are fundamental principles that have remained alive throughout the years. The Curry Student Center has been committed to engaging students, enriching their experiences, helping them to find their voices, to hearing what they have to say, to help them experiencing something new, to be connected with others, and to feel surrounded and supported in a place they could call home. It is this commitment that we celebrate tonight. The space is merely the backdrop and the stage upon which so many rich narratives have been written by our students over the years. We celebrate the commitment to creating a high-quality, vibrant student life and rich tapestry of experiences, discoveries, and growth that all of its programs and services make possible. While the building itself may at times seem tired and is clearly not an architectural marvel, complete with climbing walls or lazy rivers and sweeping views of the city, its mission and our commitment to the program will never be tired, because it is nourished by the dreams and vitality of our students and the professionals who are dedicated to its goals and programs. Thank you all so very much for being here to join in our moment of reflection and celebration. I look forward to us opening the time capsules as we continue to build on the legacy of our Student Center. It is now my pleasure to introduce Noah Carville, President of the Student Government Association.
Good evening, everyone. As Laura said, my name is Noah Carville. I'm the president of the Student Government Association. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. I know that you came here to see a time capsule, and whatever's in there is way more interesting than what I'm about to say, but I just want to take a second to reflect on what it is that makes this building so special. There's a special kind of energy in the Curry Student Center. An exciting hybrid kind of energy that reverberates through its halls and suites and meeting spaces. Curry offers an environment of community, and that community is constantly shaped by the needs of its students. On any given day, you will find students coming together to celebrate ideas and accomplishments, to reflect on past trials and initiatives, to collaborate and innovate and blaze the trail forward. The Curry Student Center has stood unmoving in this exact spot for 50 years, but the possibilities that it has presented to us as students have been endless. It has empowered us to pursue our passions professionally, personally, academically. These walls have held everything from World Cup viewing parties to election watch parties to economic symposiums and flash mobs. The Curry Student Center has seen it all. But there's one key characteristic of Curry that has made this all possible. When the student voice arises, the Student Center responds. Throughout these 50 years, students have been instrumental in shaping the development of this building. From its very beginning, Curry was driven by the student voice. Back in the 1960s, students got together and made it clear that they wanted a student lounge, a student cafeteria, a student bookstore. 70% of students got together and signed a petition saying we wanted a student center, and we were even willing to tax ourselves to make that happen. The university responded, and this led directly to the construction of the building before you today. But it didn't stop there. Then in the 1990s, students wanted more. Students wanted more space, more services, a better experience. And again, the student government issued a referendum, and students voted that they would increase the tax on themselves to make this building into what they wanted it to be. And again, Curry responded. And now we have this building, the Curry Student Center. And even looking downstairs right now, you can see the vendor choices. You can see the direct impact of the student voice on the way that Curry has developed. For 50 years, students have come to Curry to learn, celebrate, congregate, and collaborate. And for 50 years, the Student Center has been shaped by those needs. And that's why we celebrate those 50 years today. That's what makes this building so special. For 50 years, our moments of friendship and fellowship, our bursts of collaboration and celebration have been held here in Curry. And Curry has constantly evolved and adapted to welcome those moments. And here's the most important part. Those are the times that define our experience at Northeastern. Those moments punctuate our lives in between classes and interviews and jobs. At the end of our days, after all the co-op and all the homework and all the lectures, we come back here to celebrate what it means to be a student. Curry has allowed students to be the heartbeat of this building for the last 50 years, and I hope that it will continue to echo for the next 50. But that's enough from me. It's now my pleasure to introduce Rini Ghosh. Rini is the president of the Graduate Student Government, and she is a PhD candidate in the Department of Law and Public Policy within the College of Social Sciences and Humanities, focusing specifically on health policy. Please join me in welcoming Rini.
So I came to Northeastern University as a Canadian international student, And when I came to campus, I heard about the Curry Student Center. My Indian heritage spoke to me, and I thought that it's a place which has fabulous curry. I came here and I didn't find fabulous curry. However, I found a really great building where students come and get together and share with each other their experiences and get involved and learn about what there is on campus. And I personally come here to hide from my professors. Curry Student Center is also the place where the GSG, the Graduate Student Government, received a fabulous office last year. Before we received our office, we were in a closet, and the great thing about this office is that it holds couches, and the entire executive board can actually meet in the office at one time. So that's a really great thing. We're right in front of the elevator as well, so if you guys ever want to come say hi, please do that. So the Curry Student Center is a place where students go to get food, get involved, to ask questions, and to find out more about student life. But you see, for graduate students here at Northeastern, it's a lot more than that. It symbolizes the beginning of the graduate student government here at Northeastern University. In 1993 and 1994, students got together and said, we want more from the Student Center, so let's raise the fees that we pay in order to get what we want in renovations. And a couple of graduate students asked, wait a second, so we're paying for a student center, but nobody ever asked if we wanted it in the first place. So they asked how it is that this was happening, because essentially we were like DC. We had taxation without representation. And the university said, well, there's no body to ask for your opinion or to represent graduate students on campus. So we decided that we wanted representation. So those two students organized a referendum and started the graduate student government. Exactly a year after the newly renovated Student Center opened in 1994, in December of 1995, the graduate students already had the Graduate and Professional Students Association, and the university had approved their new constitution. In 1996, graduate students realized, well, we have an organization, but we can't do anything because we have no money. So they organized and then had a referendum to raise money from graduate students. And that's how graduate students came to be on campus. That's how we have the graduate student government. So I think that the Student Center, in its traditional meaning, actually has a lot more meaning to graduate students on campus, to the graduate student government, and that's something that we should definitely celebrate. It's a really exciting thing to be here today on the 50th anniversary of the opening of the Curry Student Center, and I hope that 50 years from now, the president of the graduate student government will be here and welcome you all to this wonderful event. So now let me introduce you to Hoda Abu Jamra. Hoda is an alumnus of the class of 1997. During her time at Northeastern, she was very influential in the creation of the International Student Center and was part of the celebration in 1996 when the Student Center was renamed the Curry Student Center. Hoda is the founding partner of TVM Capital Healthcare Partners, the Dubai-based regional healthcare private equity investment operation of TVM Capital, a US $1.8 billion global private equity and venture capital firm. Simultaneously, she is the founder and CEO of the nonprofit think tank organization, the BioExec Institute Incorporated in Cambridge, Massachusetts. She's traveled from Dubai to join us here today. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Hoda Abu Jamra. Thank you.
Thank you, Rini, for the introduction. Thank you, Dr. Waspel, Noah, and Rini. It's really emotional. I'm a little bit nervous because it's really nice to see that energy of the center that I left, I'm not going to say how long, a long time ago, still the same. Dear all, I'm very honored to be invited to be back here, and especially to this special center. Thank you, Gail, Bob, for inviting me to this very special occasion. I remember being here with President Curry inauguration, this center that was named after him. Now in 2014, I'm back at the same stage. I feel like I'm back home. This place and the activities I was part of really shaped my life and helped me develop skill and contributed to my career success. What I remember most of Northeastern is not only the classes and the degree I got. mainly my time and experience under this roof. The opportunity that student activity gives us is amazing. I learned in this place to be socially responsible and very active. I learned to be politically savvy and sometimes politically pushy. I learned to be part of the solution when someone had a complaint. One of the key projects that I'm proud of is the creation of the International Student Center. It was a big but necessary project at that time. I was the president of International Student Forum. I don't know if it's still the same name now, but it's a student body that represents the international student on campus. I always loved the interaction among all the highly diverse group of students. But beyond the studying and the fun, it became very quickly a real mission for me to support and represent my community, the international student on this campus. Being an international student myself, I started representing their needs, represent their issue, and promote the many interesting and very diverse cultures. I started the International Student Center project at a time when the university was going through budget cuts, and the chance of getting it established was very, very low. So a lot of committees and subcommittees and other committees were formed, but we were very stubborn and we lobbied for 2 years. And finally, we got the budget to open the International Student Center on the 4th floor of the L building. I would like to go visit after if it's still there. Over the years, we organized many international panel, discussion, get-togethers, and parties, always with the intention to make people talk to each other, hear diverse views, deal with different opinions, attitude, and belief systems. In short, become more tolerant to the others for a peaceful partnership. This was really the most important task to be accomplished. And if you look at the world today, especially in the Middle East where I come from and where I live again today, I would say it has lost nothing of its urgency. The creation of this International Student Center was the activity at Northeastern I was the most proud of. It was not an easy task to get established, but running it and bringing people together sometimes proved even more testing. This is what taught me to be persistent, not to take no for an answer, and to find creative way to succeed in something that I really believe in. Now, almost 20 years later, we know that the challenge that President Trawan and his leadership team have addressed in a very decisive manner is to make Northeastern a truly global university and known all over the world. I'm so proud that Northeastern have been put on the global map. I can be in Dubai, Singapore, London, and other places and say Northeastern University, and there's always people who know it, have been there, heard about it, or have kids that are going to Northeastern. I'm very proud when people recognize it. Northeastern today has incorporated international student and international outreach and co-op programs like only very few of the other top universities have. If the activities of the International Student Center contributed to this development a little bit in the beginning, I'm very proud of this achievement. To conclude, I just want to say again that under this roof, I learned a lot of things one does not learn in class. Things in life that one learns only when practicing them. I learned that each one of us can make a real difference. I learned to never give up and that there's always a solution if you are persistent and care to find a solution that other people can agree to. I learned to never take no for an answer. All those lessons were very helpful in my personal and professional life, as much as classes and my degree, or even more sometimes. One thing I like to say to you, young student, if you're not involved yet in student activity, please get involved. Not only to have something on your CV, but try to enjoy it. Try to learn to challenge. Try to learn to make a difference. Learn to deal with success and failure and social interaction. Student Government Association and other activities may be a great place to start, sinking your teeth in real issues, solving real life problems, engage the people in power, deal with unknown and the uncomfortable. These are the skills you will need in your life outside of the university. And this will pave the way for you to become a leader in whatever you choose to do. Thank you all for inviting me back home.
Okay, well, now it seems to be the moment that we've all been waiting for. If I can get everybody to please stand up and direct your attention right behind you to the back of the room. I'd like to now ask Ryan Fox, an alumnus from 2011 and also the SGA president from 2009 to 2011, as well as Aaron Deharsh, who is an alumnus of 2002 and the SGA president from 2001 to 2002, to help us get the time capsules unearthed from where they've been behind the cornerstone. And of course, assisting us with the presentation of what's inside the time capsules is going to be David Smith, alumnus from 1964 and a member of the former Student Center Committee. So here we have a silver dollar minted in 1898, the founding of Northeastern University. Commemorative coin collection from 1964. We have a $50, quarter, dime, nickel, and penny. We have a newspaper here that says, "Form petition to reality, new student center story." Ta-da. A dollar bill from 1964. A program for the Silver Mask Presents Carnival. Looks like more student activities, and my, what a program. Another newspaper, Second Development Phase On. Start with that. The Anniversary NU Development Program. Just more Northeastern. Annual Report of the President, 1964, with a very 1960s portrait on the cover. This is what looks like plans or development plans for the Carl Stevens L. Student Center. Co-op opportunities at Northeastern University with a man standing in front of a gigantic computer. The Ledger Times from 1965 saying, "Welcome Prudential Center to the Back Bay." An aerial view of, So it looks like future Northeastern campus development of Northeastern University's 47-acre campus is underway in the heart of Boston, Massachusetts. Aerial photo. Nucleus, which seems to be a brochure of major cultural events in Boston, Massachusetts. Songs of Northeastern University. Oh my. Yeah. All hail Northeastern, etc., etc. Looks looks like a mimeograph. The question as to whether the new commons will be one large room or several small ones. And it goes on, so I believe this is probably the plans and development of the Curry Student Center. Northeastern University Review, NSF makes grant of $900,000 for research building. Blueprints of the first floor, ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, and so on. And believe it or not, the fourth floor as well. The Christian Science Monitor, dated, of course, 1965, focus on what's ahead. Hanoi and U.S. talking. Yes. The Record American, the front page headline being indict 3 KKKs for Reeb murder. The Big Boston Herald right here. Still held unacceptable to U.S. Hanoi's peace plan eases earlier stand. Okay. Last one, okay, this is Boston Globe. Dr. King will lead protest march on Boston, dated April 14th, 1965. And the money. And that about concludes 1964, everybody. What an exciting year. And now please welcome the time capsule from 1994. Seems to be a letter with Northeastern University stationery saying the items contained in this time capsule were compiled on the occasion of the rededication of the Student Center Thursday, September 29th, 1994. The Student Center recently reopened after a $13 million plus renovation project that was planned between 1990 and 1994 and that was constructed in 2 phases during the summers of 1993 and 1994. The items within were selected by the Student Center to represent the significance of the renovation project and the Northeastern community of the present. Additionally, student organizations donated many items representative of their activities. It is with pride and excitement that we bequeath this time capsule to some future generation of Northeastern University students. Signed, the Student Center Renovation Committee and the hundreds who took part in this project and this celebration, September 29th, 1994. Wow. We have an FSL plaque. That was your t-shirt. We found your t-shirt. You might have been missing it. Top 10 reasons I became a pharmacist. Number 1, of course, being I thought the course handbook said organic chemistry. Orgo, everybody. And number 2, read them all now. It's like we have undergraduate catalog, full-time day programs. Oh, this is the precursor to my NEU. Oh, my Lord. Is there a bubble sheet to go along with that? Oh, is that the guest book? Yes, this is the guest book from September 29th, 1994, showcasing everyone who was there. Celebration program from the day. A student handbook from 1993 to 1995. Oh, all the things you cannot do. And then the newspapers. A Boston Globe from 1994. Amnesty is taken up in Haiti. The Boston Herald, Panic at Sea. Survivors detail horror of deadly Baltic ferry disaster. Oh, wow. Seem to also have water bottles, paraphernalia from other student groups. Oh, and SGA has a message, a very thick, thick message. Do we dare open it? I think we open it. Oh, I dropped all of the SGA swag. Well, I've got several business cards falling from my person that are actually refrigerator magnets and stickers, a pencil, and the SGA Constitution from 1994, which I will omit from reading today. Oh, the International Student Forum that Hoda was talking about. Here's the program for it. Quite nice. Very nice paper, cardstock. Ceremony on the occasion of the visit of Carlos Viega, Prime Minister of the Republic of Cape Verde. And I believe it is even signed. No, it is not. It is annotated. The Times in Review in 1994 with the ever-pleasant title, Punishment, Kill Your Television. Northeastern Magazine, Learn Even More by Doing. A message from President Curry. I am delighted to offer congratulations on the opening of the Northeastern International Student Center. The event represents an important milestone for our entire university community. It will serve as a focus for cultural and academic programming that will enhance the academic experiences for all students, and so on and so forth. Pomp and Populism, a presidential commencement, Northeastern University, June 19th, 1993. Bill Clinton was the keynote speaker. Ooh. Then President Bill Clinton, by the way. Picture of Gail and Bob. Oh my gosh, wow. Bob Greer, who has retired recently, back in 1994. We have a picture. He's the gentleman standing ever so nonchalantly against the stairs. Brochures, ballots, and pins supporting the vote for the referendum to fund the renovation project, which I will lose if I open. Oh my God, a map of the campus tunnel system, circa 1994. Has not changed much. The Northeastern Voice, Curry vows, raise pools, tuition cap. Student Activities Handbook, a guide for student organizations. Oh. Yep, all the rules and regulations that any student organization would need to know, and of course, fundraising ideas and procedures is starred. Seem to have many pictures of Curry, which I will undoubtedly destroy if I touch. Almost there. Office of the Bursar, Northeastern University, to Carl S. Snell. Forwarding an address correction requested. We should have probably... Oh my God. It seems to be a bill for fall quarter 1994 tuition. Would you guys like to know how much that is, or was? Fall quarter basic college tuition for business was $6,180. Residence activity fee was $15, and 19 meals on a meal plan would have been $1,145. Man, inflation, huh? So here we have stickers from student groups, some of the better student groups. Council for University Programs. Right here, there's a sticker with no backing, so we'll just hope that doesn't get stuck to too much. WRBB sticker. Wow, that is an old logo. Boston Spice, 104.9 FM. Northeastern University Fact Sheet, 1993 to 1994. 11,391 total male undergraduates, 9,990 female, with a total of 21,381. Hasn't changed too much. And that about brings it to an end. Isn't that fantastic? Thank you. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give another thanks to our student leaders, alumni, and students in general for their assistance this evening. Tonight, we are also gathered here to officially open the Curry Student Center 50th Anniversary Gallery, which highlights student contributions to campus life throughout the decades from 1964 to 2014. The photos and information have been collected from the library archives, and the exhibit was designed by Scout, the student design group in the College of Arts, Media, and Design. After we officially open the gallery, please take note and take time to enjoy the food, cake, and peruse the gallery to learn more about the history of the Curry Student Center. Please note that the gallery will remain open through Homecoming Week in November, and please mark your calendars, and I'm not just saying this because I'm on the Homecoming Committee, but please mark your calendars for Saturday, November 15th at 2 p.m., which will be the culminating 50th celebration, at which point we will crown this year's Homecoming King and Queen, hear more from alumni, and make history by packing the 2014 time capsule, which will be opened in 2064 at the 100th anniversary of the Curry Student Center. Be sure to start thinking about what your group or office would like to add to the 2014 capsule. And of course, please follow us at @434CSC on social media to learn more. So, on behalf of the 50th Anniversary Committee, I would like to thank Chartwell's, Sweet Tomatoes, the Office of Student Affairs, faculty, Scout, and all other campus partners who have helped make this night a success. Let's also give a warm thank you to our pianist for the evening, Harry Brodsky, who is a first-year mechanical engineering student from New Jersey. And last but not least, let's give it up to the 50th Anniversary Committee. A round of applause for putting together the anniversary celebrations. I'd now like to ask Dr. Laura Wenkel to perform, our platform party, to lead us to the gallery for the ribbon cutting. Thank you very much.